be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Aquarius in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or if you happen to be cross-watching for an Aqua. You might find some information in this reading that may be beneficial for you. All right, let's get right into it. As soon as I part the deck, we got the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. So some of you right now may be pregnant. Some of you might have Earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or you may be dealing with an Earth sign. Let's see. I think that some of you are going through a breakup currently. So as I shuffle, Aquarius Nation, keep in the back of your mind that these messages are general and not every single detail is guaranteed to resonate with your situation. Please don't get distracted by the fact that, there's going to be some details that may fit your situation and some things that don't. Instead, listen for the parts of the messages that are genuinely for you, and what is not, leave it for somebody else. It may have been intended for them to hear it in particular if it wasn't for you. And please don't make any rash decisions based on a general reading. Now, if you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you could, of course, book a reading on my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Let's get into this. Aquarius Nation. All right, Aqua. You might be blocking somebody or avoiding somebody's phone call this week. And this might have been somebody that, this might be someone that you have a child with. This might be your own father. But what's very clear in this situation is that something is coming to an end. You're completing a chapter in your life and you're deciding to move on. And to be honest with to be honest about what's going on, someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. So in this situation, in some type of scenario that you are in right now, and for a majority of you, this message is going to resonate in terms of a dating situation or a romantic type of situation. What's heavily highlighted in this reading as far as signs go, as we did mention Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, we have Gemini and we have Leo featured. So yeah, I think so. I think something is coming to an end. Fertility and creativity. So again, confirmation here about a pregnancy. This could be a pregnancy that you're hearing about. This could be a pregnancy outside of a partnership, outside of a relationship. And someone is not being honest with you about maybe some details. Aquarius Nation. Let's see what somebody's not being honest about. Yeah, Capricorn is definitely a sign here in this reading. Okay. Somebody might be feeling like they don't really know you. Or this could be a child. This could be a child that may not be very acquainted with their father. This could be a deadbeat father. Somebody that you might feel is a deadbeat. Aquarius Nation. Somebody's trying to reconcile with you. This could be a friend of yours as well. Friend of yours could be a fire sign in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I think that you're really on someone's mind. Or there could be a child that's really, this could be your father. You, whether your father is in the afterlife or your father is in this, is on the earthly plane, it feels like there's a father figure that's thinking about a child, but may have an issue with the mother. Somebody is deciding whether or not they should leave a situation. No, keep in mind, there's more than one person in this reading. If you are coupled with someone, they're with someone else. And if what I'm about to say doesn't apply to your situation, it applies to maybe a current situation that they're in. I see a lot of turmoil. I see a relationship deteriorating. And I see somebody dodging the situation. So whatever created this situation between the two of you where maybe you guys are no longer together, it feels like somebody's repeating the same pattern and they're having the same outcome with someone else. Somebody's sleeping around. They left you for someone else. Okay, so that's the reunion that I see. Okay, so with this Ace of Cups and this Knight of Cups here, it feels as though someone is trying to come and have a reunion with you. Now, you may doubt that there could be a reconciliation between you and someone, because it's very clear that somebody did walk away from this situation feeling hurt, feeling betrayed in some type of way. Somebody, Aquarius Nation, if it doesn't happen this week, it feels like it might happen over the next few weeks. Someone is coming to have a conversation with you. Let's see what they can't have a conversation with you about, because it looks like you're not talking to them. What do they want to talk to you about? Confusion. So someone is confused about you, maybe about their feelings with you, the feelings that you have for them. I think someone is trying to come in and clear that up, but the thing is, they doubt that there can be a breakthrough. And I think that you've been through the same repetitive pattern with possibly a Scorpio. Scorpio is heavily highlighted here. It's like somebody is dodging paying for a child. First signs of problems in the relationship, somebody's dodging it, they're out. And I see somebody like really watching somebody, really curious about somebody, possibly asking about them to other people, especially if you have mutual friends or you have family members in common that they're still in communication with. There's questions being asked about you. Still the topic of conversation. You're a hot topic for them. This could be somebody that's very aggressive. There could have even been like a domestic violence situation here. It feels like someone is completely unrecognizable after they've had something to drink. This could be somebody with an alcohol issue. This is the Wanderer. See here? This is somebody that wanders from relationship to relationship. Like I said before, repeating the same pattern. But this is somebody that comes with a lot of demons. Hence why they're so aggressive. And why they repeat the same patterns. And this is someone that has a lot of self-loathing. This could be somebody that belittles someone else. Or this could be maybe this person may have felt like this was a masculine energy. Then this is somebody that may have felt like you belittled them, or they feel emasculated in some type of way. And this is also someone that invents a lot of stories here. So if this is not taking place within a love relationship, then this feels like for some of you, this is in a work environment where you're dealing with someone who could be very condescending, someone that likes to insult and put down. And it feels like there's some work harassment here. It looks like there's maybe a desire to maybe start fresh, to do something else, Aquarius Nation. But it feels like there has been some type of a delay with getting that started. That might be something, maybe a passing thought that maybe might go through your head this week about maybe whether or not it's time to resign and maybe move on to something else. Especially here with this complete and move on. That could be something that you're considering this week. One thing I would like to also warn you of this week, Aquarius Nation, is being late. Especially if this is you late for work. This could be a coworker of yours. Maybe you might be picking up the slack, or somebody might feel this way about you. Somebody's late, or this is your period. You're finding out that you're late in that way, in that regard. Some of you, I feel like you're late with taking care of something, some type of a court issue. And I feel like this court issue may have something to do with driving. So it looks like there's a driver's license, Aquarius, that you might need to take care of. But I'm also at the same time seeing somebody driving too fast, or there being issues with reckless driving. So just Aquarius Nation, make sure that you're giving yourself ample time and you're not rushing to appointments and this type of thing. Also, Aquas, if there's some type of like maintenance that maybe is overdue with your vehicle, you may definitely want to get that taken care of this week. Because it looks like this could be more of a burden to put it off than to get it taken care of right away. Because I do see an issue here with your vehicle. If you're not getting your vehicle taken care of, you might find yourself walking. Okay? So just food for thought with that situation. Let's see what's going on with your money this week, Aquarius Nation. Oh, what could be affecting your money is this desire to be perfect, and not perfect, but you might be a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to your work. And it feels like that might be causing some useless delays with something that you're dealing with. This could even be a project that maybe you've been procrastinating with, because it does look like you're kind of like stuck in a rut right now. You're stuck in like this stagnant routine, and I feel like you might be finding a way to break out of that. And if not, then this is definitely a recommendation from your guides to break out of that type of routine. You've been delaying some type of trip, or this could be somebody delaying a trip to come and see you. If this is you wanting to take a trip, but you haven't been, you might be considering taking that trip. So back to this aggressor situation. You might be feeling this week a bit neglected, a bit overlooked, a bit frustrated. And there may be someone that maybe you want to talk to. Your father, your baby's father. And you can't get through. It's like somebody feels, if this is not you, then this could be a child. Somebody feels inferior because of the way that someone speaks to them. So this could be a child that might feel overlooked or frustrated. This week, it feels like, Aquarius Nation, your ambitions may take over. And if there have been issues with your confidence, it feels like you're going to find a way to overcome that this week. And this doesn't necessarily have to be like a self-image issue. This could just be with your work. There might be a visit to the dentist this week, Aquarius Nation. And I also feel like there may be issues with somebody that might be telling lies. Now, this is someone not telling lies, and this could definitely be you not being truthful to yourself about something, about whether or not it is time to move on from something. Some of you could be completing some other project, okay? But whatever this is, I see you completing something. And I see you avoiding talking to someone this week. It looks like you don't even want to look this person's direction this week. This week it feels like there could be a rebellious child, an unruly child that you might be dealing with this week. And you might have a feeling that you feel like, just this deep-seated feeling that you feel like you can't shake about something or someone. I think it's someone in particular. Who are we talking about? An earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This is the most featured sign in this reading this week is an earth sign. So like I said, if it's not you, that's the earth sign, then it feels like there's an earth sign that's front and center in your energy this week. That's crazy. It's not even a part of this deck. Virgo. Let's see what's going on with your assets, with your finances. Feels like you're going to find a way to balance things out. Some of you, you might be business owners, or some of you, you might be thinking about going that direction. Did I say some of you are talking to someone about a divorce? Someone is giving birth. Okay, yes, okay. So if this is the father of your child, It feels like there's communication. There's some type of, there may have been some type of breakdown in communication, even if this is not someone that you co-parent children with. It feels like someone is going toward the mother of their child, or going toward someone. Maybe leaving behind a Sagittarius. Maybe leaving a situation not wanting to share the blame. But there is someone that feels like they created a lot of destruction and a lot of problems to a relationship. And they're feeling rather fragile and rather emotional about the way that things played out. I feel that this week, this person could be showing up in your dreams or vice versa. But I feel like one of you may need space. Some of you this week may be encountering a work colleague that has no work ethic. This is a fire sign. That's what I mean. It's like somebody really has their eye on you, Aquarius. They're really watching you, and you're really like, well, what are you looking at? It feels like it's that type of thing. That's weird. You could be moving. You could be relocating. This week, you could have issues with management. If you live in an apartment complex. Or you could be having issues with the bank. Or there's an issues with a deed. If you are signing anything, you're putting your signature on the dotted line about something, Aquarius, make sure that it is legitimate, that it represents what you think you're going into, and that it's not, that you're not, you know, that all parties are on the same page, because it feels like there could be some confusion about that. This week, I feel like you could be traveling for a professional commitment. That could be something that could be coming up for you. And I feel that if there is something legal that's going on, your guides are encouraging you to protect yourself at all costs. While you are working, I feel like your guides are saying don't be all work and no play. They are telling you to go out and get some me time, go outdoors. It feels like there may be a need to break away. But I was talking to you about this stagnant pattern. Maybe you're constantly indoors working. Maybe there's something that you're trying to improve about your work. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe you're working towards some type of career goal. I did mention, or a career goal, I meant financial goal, but career goal, yes. Financial goal, maybe you're looking to purchase a car. I did talk about relocating. Or maybe there's just something, it feels like you have your eyes set on something. It feels also for some of you Aquas that there could be an upcoming birthday, not yours, unless you're not an Aquarius sun and you happen to be like a Cancer, Leo cusp. It feels like there's a birthday that could be coming up this summer that could be significant for you. If not this summer, then it feels like it's in the autumn time. I think that this low self-esteem has to do with self-doubt, maybe about something that you see yourself doing. You're capable of doing it, but it feels like there's this challenge with getting it started, or because it feels like there's something that you want to invent or create. You might have a very creative side of you. I don't know. That could just be something that you could be considering, I did say, about your career. You could be confused maybe. You might have a lot of different career ideas or business ideas that maybe you're thinking of, and maybe you're feeling confused about where to get started. But I feel like you're going to come to a conclusion about those things this week. Don't be irritated, okay, if this is you. We're going back to this love situation. So it feels like you were involved with somebody that maybe overlooked you for a lot of miscellaneous women or people that didn't have the same value or the same couth as you. It feels like that person might be deciding to leave that individual this week or pretty soon. Just a random side note. I can't help but to notice that. Somebody may be in jail, has been in the past. Somebody's getting out on bond. There could be somebody that might be coming to ask you to bail them out of jail. You might really Aquarius Nation, be in your air sign energy this week. It feels like you're really in your head about something. If this is not you, then this feels like this is someone else that has a lot of blame, regret, and guilt about something that they did or about something that they said. Especially if this was done to a child. Somebody could have said something that really broke a child's spirit. Or this is, like I said, somebody's really upset emotionally over the outcome of how something played out. And what's very relevant in this reading is a Virgo. Once again, you have a project that you put on hold. It feels like you're pulling that out this week. That's what I mean. Aggression. A lot of it. And this might have something to do with a Taurus. Aquarius Nation, you might find yourself bending over backwards for someone this week. Or you might feel that you have in the past for somebody that you feel was full of it, full of lies. This earth sign keeps showing up to your reading. So, okay, back to this whole reunion situation. I did say that somebody might be coming back to try to reconcile with you. Now, this earth sign, possibly earth with fire in their chart, maybe even Scorpio, as I see Leo also. Scorpio's not fire, but I think that this person is coming to you, yet they still have a lot of other options that they're keeping in mind, just in case you shoot them down. Okay, because keep in mind, they're coming in with this offer. They're not sure if you're going to accept this offer. So they do still have some other people, you know, in the background, just in case you decide to turn them down. Meanwhile, it does feel like they're getting advice from other people. There might be a third party kind of diagnosing your relationship. And it could be this water sign, or this could be you communicating with someone about your relationship with this person, with this earth sign. Masculine or feminine. The cards are not gender specific. See, somebody feels the need to come home to be with their family. Wow. All right, let's see what's going on financially. Let me go back to that. I did say that some of you, either you own your own business or that you are thinking about owning your own business. That you're creating some type of financial goal for yourself. Like I said, you're either relocating, you're thinking about making a big purchase. Assets, your money, it feels like that's a central focus. If there has been any type of struggle or frustration that you've come against, it feels like things are going to balance out this week. And like I said, if there has been any issue with self-esteem, that completely changes this week, Aquarius Nation. It feels like you're going to get this bounce back and have this newfound sense of confidence about either something that you're doing professionally or just this is you feeling confident in your skin again after maybe there's been something that kind of like threw your energy off. When it comes to a health situation, it does feel like there could be a hospital visit here. And what I'm really getting is a heart connection. Heart disease. That's not going to be the case for everyone, but it feels like there's a blood and heart issue, like a blood flow issue. Hypertension. Diabetes. This type of thing. For some of you, this is a gynecological exam. You have some type of exam or a scan coming up. And it may be due to a chronic issue. It feels like it might have something to do with pain in your body that brings you to the doctor. And I'm trying to see what the outcome of that might be. It's the outcome to this doctor visit, Holy Spirit. telling you that unrelated, but there's an issue here with the vehicle. I just want to stress that. I'm just saying it for emphasis. It's not really showing me the outcome to a health situation, but I guess it's just telling me that there is something that brings you to the doctor. And there is a situation where you might be house hunting. I think I do see it. There's some type of labs. You're getting some type of lab draw, blood work, related. Some of you, this is an acute issue. There's a sudden onset of pain, possibly, or sometimes you're symptomatic of something, and it brings you to the doctor to get examined, to get looked at. The outcome, I guess, is going to vary from person to person. Oh, okay. Some of you are staying with somebody because of finances. Because there's a material attachment to something. You have a material attachment to a job or a relationship. And if somebody is pregnant, it feels like somebody is about to give birth. Okay, Holy Spirit, show me more about this. Hospital visit, doctor visit. Oh, it feels like you're waiting for a message. It looks like you're waiting for a message. Some type of health evaluation. There's a message that comes with this. And I think that might give you some direction about what to do next. If this is not your health issue, then this feels like this is someone else's. You gotta be dealing with a Taurus. Yeah, you're gonna be coming across a greedy person this week. Oh, there is a message that's coming to you this week. Somebody, like I said, is either trying to get in touch with you to send you a message, or this is a message about, I'm hearing health clinic. Or this is a pregnancy test. Somebody might be finding out that they're a father. Doesn't want to pay child support, wants to be stingy, does not want to contribute. You might be coming across someone like this, the way that I'm describing, Aquarius, or this is something that somebody might see you this way. Okay. It does. Wow. As soon as I part the deck, psychic development. It feels like you were meant to be an inspiration to other people. I keep seeing the number 3, so I feel like this is related to a Gemini. Or you may have 3 children. You may have your middle child. Inner child. I know this says inner child. Maybe this is some type of gift that you have been nurturing since you were a child, or you just have a very gifted child. And if this is you, it feels like there's some spirit messages that you're going to be receiving this week from a deceased family member, someone that may have passed away. Somebody's going to be trying to give you some type of a message. About what, though? I think your spirit guides want you to ground yourself. And I think they want you to heal the way that you think. Because it feels like, Aquarius Nation, your thinking could be really off. Your thinking could be blocking you in a lot of different ways without you even really realizing it. And there may be an invitation so random that you might be getting from a Gemini this week. An invitation, it feels like, to travel or to go somewhere. Or to investigate something and look further into it. And this is exactly what I mean. If you are signing a contract, investigate. If you have a feeling that you can't shake about something, look into something, read the fine print. Something is a little bit off, especially with the 7 of Swords and this Devil card. Somebody could be trying to pull some type of strings, manipulate you in some type of way, or manipulate a situation. For this situation, I feel like there could be some type of domination spell that's taking place in the background. Somebody's doing some type of spell work to manipulate. This could be somebody doing love work on you. Yes, that's exactly what this looks like to me. Somebody's doing love work. This week, Aquarius Nation, there's some decisions, some crucial decisions that you might be making, and this pendulum might have something to do with divination. We do have psychic development here. Maybe you do read tarot, or you do some type of alternative form of divination, or this could be you maybe consulting a reader about maybe the best course of action to take with some type of decision that you're faced with this week. Okay, and closing, Holy Spirit, yes. You got the rats that are persisting. And what I really feel like is that this is in a work setting. It's like, so you got this devil card and you have this moon card. I think somebody's doing moon magic on you. And I definitely feel like somebody's trying to affect your dreams. You could be having nightmares, headaches out of nowhere, Aquarius Nation. It's like somebody around you is very greedy. This feels like this is more than one individual. This feels like this is a clique at work. Or this is maybe, like I said, upper management. Or I did talk about where you live. If you have somebody that manages a property, you are applying for some type of credit, make sure that there's no scheme involved in this, okay? Work. There's people, I was talking to you about rats persisting, okay? We got the rat race here, so this could be you on some type of rat race. It feels like you're breaking out of this, but it feels also, I don't want to say credit card fraud. Specifically Discover card. Or you're going to discover something that's a bit out of the ordinary. With money, I'm telling you, someone is stealing money in some type of way, and I think you're about to find out about that. Stealing something from you, some type of livelihood from you. Or it's like somebody wants to steal your thunder. They feel like you get a lot of attention or a particular accolade for something. So you got people here that are trying to slow you down. Not a new thing, right, Aquarius Nation? It feels like it's been going on for a while. The rats, they're persisting. They're still trying to find a way to deplete you, to make you feel empty, to kind of like lessen your profit or your gain with something, or your confidence with something. Yeah. So yeah, it feels like some of you are going through a court situation. I didn't mention a divorce. I did say that somebody could be out on bond. And if this is you driving under the influence, whatever this is, if there is a driving connection, this is something that can be avoided. Or if there's something that you can alleviate from your life, Aquarius, that could maybe back off some stress. You might want to really look into it and get something done, especially when it comes to a court situation. This could be the decision that's hanging in the balance. Or this is you, like I said, making a decision or certain decisions about something, about whether or not to cut someone off, detach from someone. And I did say Scorpio. And I, without a doubt, said that someone is watching you, observing you very closely. And this would be the opposition, the ops, the rats. This could be somebody's trying to rat you out, eliminate you from the competition in some type of way. And for some of you, there is a water/fire sign involved in this situation. Anything else, Holy Spirit, having to do with the Aquarius Nation? You're going through some type of transitional period, okay? It feels like you're moving from one phase of your life to the next. And it looks like you're going to be receiving, that's what this spirit message card is about. You're going to be receiving a lot of spiritual messages, a lot of wisdom is going to be imparted to you, possibly in your dreams. And especially if this is related to finances, because it does look like there's some blessings that you are about to receive financially, Aquarius Nation. It feels like that's contingent upon you keeping your head on straight, making the right decisions, and moving where your spirit guides are inviting you to move, and to look before you leap with certain things, and to trust your instincts about someone or something, because it feels like you're right, Aquarius Nation. Yeah, your spirits are saying, look before you leap. Something is not right. And like I said, if you have a gut feeling about something, you guys are saying take a look at it. Don't just gloss over it and act like you didn't see it. Yeah. Body image issues. Love your body. That might be something that you might be kind of like grappling with this week. Holy Spirit, advice that you have for the Aquarius Nation. Restore yourself with alone time. Take a break from the busy world. Replenish yourself in the stillness. Meditate, stretch, nap, garden. Do whatever quiet activities your spirit yearns for. So your guides are telling you, in the reading I was mentioning that maybe there is a trip that has been delayed. And maybe this week, Aquarius Nation, you might be finding a way to incorporate some time alone to restore yourself, some time for prayer, some time for meditation. It feels like you really haven't had a lot of that time to be able to nurture yourself in that way. And this is your guide's way of saying, make sure that you spend that time that you need. Maybe to make some decisions about a business plan, or about, like I said, a financial goal, or about a love relationship, about whether or not you genuinely would like to reconcile with someone or leave them in the past. For some of you, this isn't a love reconciliation, this is with family members. Appreciate the beauty of the moon to calm and center yourself, or simply experience awe. Gaze at the moon tonight. Observe the purity of her energy and sublime presence. Some of you, maybe you are an Aquarius moon, or you happen to be a Cancer moon. Whatever the case is, your guides are telling you to maybe take some time gazing at the moon. Didn't the moon card come out? You might be absorbing some type of like energy with this, and giving it back to your body, like energizing yourself with the earth, if that makes sense, with the elements, because right beneath that is water. So you could be taking a trip to the ocean, possibly to remove stress. Immerse yourself in a soothing bath. Walk near a body of water, or gently splash water on your face. Yeah, it feels like there is either a need for an emotional or spiritual cleanse, or there really is genuinely a need to get away from things. It feels like this might be where you get some type of newfound inspiration or motivation to change something in your situation, or get that fire or zest back for something that you've kind of like lost a connection with. All right, Aquarius Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you would like to book a personal reading, the way to do so would be to head over to my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Thank you once again, Aquarius Nation, for joining me today. If you found that this reading was helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you feel that this reading was helpful, consider subbing to my channel. And I'll see you next week, Aquarius Nation. Take good care of yourselves. Peace out.